Hi everybody. Today we're changing the oil in this 2008 Honda Odyssey. Let's get started. First things we're going to need: an oil pan, 4.5 quarts of 5W20 motor oil, a Fram pH 7317 oil filter, a funnel, 17mm wrench, paper towels, a floor jack, and 2 jack stands. First thing you want to do is put something under your rear wheels, trying to minimize any movement as you jack the vehicle up in the air. The last thing you want is that moving around and falling off of your jack. Once that's done, you can start jacking the vehicle up. I like to place my floor jack right in the center. Here's a metal hook that will support the weight of the van, and you can just get right underneath there and start jacking up the vehicle. Once you get it up high enough, get your jack stands, and just behind the front wheels is where you'd place your factory issued jack for doing tire changes on the roadside. Go ahead and place your jack stands in those locations and then begin to lower your vehicle down onto those. By using these jack stands, you can get your floor jack out of the center of the front of the vehicle, which gives you more room to get underneath and get to the drain plug. Like I said, once you get the vehicle lowered, you can pull your floor jack out. It gives you a little more room to get in underneath and get to the drain plug. So go ahead and slide underneath. You'll see here where the drain plug is. It's kind of on the right hand side of center. This is a 17mm drain plug. So just get in there with your wrench and go ahead and loosen it up and take it out. Once you get it out, go ahead and let it drain fully. You won't get every last drop out, but the more that you can drain, the better off you'll be. Once that drains completely, go ahead and find your drain plug again and reinsert it and tighten it back up. Once you get your drain plug snug back up, go ahead and wipe off any excess oil. Now you can move on to removing the oil filter. If you see this part of the frame here, I like to put a paper towel over the top of it where the oil filter sits. Once you loosen that up, it's gonna drain right over top of that. Makes kind of a mess, and you can't get it all cleaned off. I usually end up with an oil spot on my floor. So I've found that this works pretty good just by placing a paper towel there. When I pulled the van in, what I did was I pulled my wheels, or turned my wheels all the way to the right. This gives me enough room to go around to the right side of the van, reach my arm into the wheel well, and get that filter off. This works a lot better than doing it from underneath the van. If you do it there, especially if you've been driving the vehicle and the oil's hot, it really just drips down your arm all the way to your elbow, and it makes a total mess. So this is a lot better option if you can get in from the wheel well and do it from the side as opposed to underneath. As you begin to take the filter off, the oil will begin to drain. Once you get it completely off, just invert the filter and place it in your oil pan to drain. Once that's about done draining, go ahead and get a little bit of the oil on your finger, get your new filter, and put a little bit of oil onto that rubber O-ring. This will help it seal, help it slide a little bit as you're tightening it up. That way you can get it nice and snug. Again, go in through the wheel well, locate where the filter attaches, and screw it back on. Now that you've got the filter on, you're all done underneath. So go ahead and jack the vehicle back up, remove your jack stands, and lower the vehicle back onto the ground. With the vehicle lowered back on the ground, find the filler cap right in front in the center there. Open that up, pull your dipstick off, give it a clean wipe. Find your oil your funnel, place it into where the filler cap goes, and fill back up with 4.5 quarts of your motor oil. Once you've got your fresh oil back into the engine, you can remove your filter, replace your oil cap, and check your engine level or your oil level. Make sure that you've got the right amount in there. Before you wrap everything up, just get back into your car. I like to start mine 2 or 3 times just to make sure that the oil fills up that oil filter. I like to check the level again and just make sure that we've got the proper amount in there. With that, the job is complete. I hope you liked this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future videos. Thanks for watching.